Oh, I think I should have first.
He doesn't want to be in the video.
Maybe he doesn't want to. Oh.
He's eating him.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Janee, and today I'm with my friend Grachelle. And as I promised, I'm bringing you guys part 2 of Paranormal Stories. So today, Grachelle is going to be sharing her stories with us. Tell me about your ghost adventures.
So, I grew up in the Philippines where there's a lot of supernatural things happening that I don't hear about here.
Mm-hmm.
I personally have never experienced them, but
Okay,
all
this
these
video is
happen-
canceled. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Just kidding.
I
Continue.
don't have a third eye. But it's happened to everybody that's close to me. Okay, not everyone, but all the stories are people that were close to me.
Mm-hmm.
So there was one that happened with my mom. They went camping in the provinces, and they were near a lake.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that she went camping with her friends, and then the girls took one bedroom. They were in there, and they were just telling stories and hanging out and having fun. And then, randomly, her friend, while they were telling stories, just started yelling out of
Oh
nowhere.
my god.
And she was like, "Ah!" She pointed at the window,
Uh-huh.
and everyone turned around. They're like, "There's nothing at the window. What's going on?" And then she wouldn't come back into the room for the rest of the night.
Wait, so where was she then?
So she left the room because she was so scared. And then the next day, when she's finally like calm,
Mhm.
she was like, "I saw an arm on the window,
Oh my god.
and it was going. Let's say this is the window. It was like this." And she thought it was one of the guys outside pulling a prank on her.
Uh-huh.
And so she wasn't thinking anything of it. And then the arm started going up and up and up and up and
Uh-huh.
up and up and up and up and up.
And it was just an arm.
It was just an arm that was getting longer and
Oh.
longer and longer.
Oh my god.
And then she said even when they turned around, she still saw the arm.
Mm-hmm.
But it disappeared when they were like, "What's going on?"
Mm-hmm.
But she was too scared to go back in the room. They all asked the boys if they were doing anything, but they were in the other side of the house drinking beer.
I thought they were camping.
They were camping
At a
in
house.
the woods in a cabin.
Oh!
Sorry.
Wait. So where did she go when she left?
I
Wouldn't
think
it
she
have been
slept in
safer
I
to...
think she slept in the living room. She just
By
didn't want to look at
herself.
that window.
Okay. Well,
But-
go her.
I thought it was scary. 'Cause
Yeah.
My mom told me that when I was like 15, and I'm a scaredy cat, and I don't watch scary movies.
Mm-mm,
And
she
it was at night,
not.
and there was a giant window in front of our house, and I told her to stop.
Oh.
Covered my ears and told her to stop, and she was yelling it in my face.
Oh my god! I can't.
But yeah,
Wow.
that was the arm story.
So yeah, there's a lot of like mythical creatures and stuff in the Philippines. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you think that was? I've never heard of anything with like a long arm.
Me neither. But what were you saying about dimensions opening?
Oh, okay. So what I was saying, like how she mentioned that there's not a lot of the same creatures in the Philippines as there are here. Like people don't talk about the same things there that they do here. My friend Chris told me that he has a theory. I don't know if it's theory, but there is a theory that there's like, so obviously, may not be obvious, but there are multiple dimensions in this world, and there's some places where the separation between the dimensions aren't solid. So like quantum theory, blah blah blah, like technically we're all made up of molecules and mostly empty space. Like you feel like you're touching your hands together, but in reality you're not. There's like space in between.
Ooh,
So with quantum theory, that's because the dimensions are intertwined. So in that space is another dimension.
Wait, in between my fingers?
Well, yeah,
What?
pretty much.
So what you're saying is there could be a dimension in between my fingers.
Well, there is right now.
What?
Like where there's different dimensions in this space right now. Like with the space and time continuum space. It's just really confusing.
It's a
So
lot of
technically,
space.
if I push hard enough, theoretically, my hand should be able to go through each other because of the empty space between the atoms. So,
Whoa.
speaking about that, so in places like Iloilo, it's theorized that the separation between the dimensions isn't as solid, so there's like back and forth between the different realms, and that's why there's some creatures there that are not part of this world because they're not part of our dimension, but they can cross over, or we see them even though, so we're basically looking into different dimensions instead of our own, and that's why we see them.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of scary, but mostly interesting.
Mostly interesting.
Because I haven't seen it. It would be scary if I saw it.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm so glad I don't see that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So next story is...
Well, there's a lot of different creatures in the Philippines. And one of the most popular is a white lady. Have you heard of a white lady?
Yes.
It's not like a white lady, like a person who's
like
white, who's a lady. It's just a ghost that's... I'm guessing it's like a specter who's mostly pale and white and
wearing white.
And wearing
right?
white usually, and usually they're like ghosts. That's what we'd think. What is that person that haunts a house? What is that called?
Person that haunts a house, like in America?
Yeah.
Is it a poltergeist?
Yeah, that's what we think a poltergeist is, except she's mostly like pale and wearing white and just basically.
Yeah. Like if you've seen Supernatural, the TV show, the woman in white episode where she like her husband left her and then she's looking for her kids the whole time.
Yeah.
So like it's kind of like that. Vengeful spirit.
Yes, but in white.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was a kid, I used to live in this house that my dad designed because he was an architect, and I used to live with my cousin. The first floor was where my grandma lived. The second floor was where we lived. That was our room. And the third floor is a way to go outside and into a rooftop. He designed it really, I don't know, fancy as an architect. So the third floor is always really dark because there's no really light in there. They never set up a light. So you only go there. You usually only go there in the morning or with flashlight. I didn't like going there. I got scared all the time. I don't even like looking up there.
Why? Does it just feel weird?
It's just dark. It's just pure darkness. And then my cousin though, she's something else. She loves going up there, and whenever we would look for her, we'll be like, her name was Angel. We'll be like, Angel, where'd you go? She'll just be in the third floor, poke her head out. I'm up here!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and then the stairway up to the third floor is one of those fancy stairs where these are the stairs, and there's this empty space in between the stairs.
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
So you can see through the steps.
Yeah.
It's not like there's no back to the steps. Okay.
So it goes around like this to the rooftop from our...
Like a spiral?
Yeah, kind of, which is like one spiral.
Okay.
Yeah, from our room to the upstairs room. She would just run up and down that thing. She told us that she's seen some things, but we never believed her, and usually they're white ladies. And one time we heard her yell. We just heard her screaming and running down the stairs, and then the next thing we know, she's really skinny. She slipped.
Oh no.
She slipped, and her whole body just went through the stairs. And right under those stairs is another stairs.
Oh my god.
And she fell on the stairs, and her arm was just like backwards. And my aunt had to twist it back.
Oh my god, so she dislocated her arm?
She dislocated her arm, but she passed out. She wasn't bleeding. She's fine now.
Okay, good.
But basically, when she woke up, she just started screaming, and she was like, I actually saw a white lady this time. And this time there was a guy in black. It was like a black guy equivalent of a white lady. He was like all shadows, wearing black, and she said he had a scary face, and he was right on top of the stairs. She ran up the stairs, saw them. She said she blinked and she thought they would disappear, and they were still there. And she got so scared she slipped down and slipped through the stairs. And she never came up there ever again.
Dude, see, that's why you don't joke about these things. Because you keep joking about them, pretending you see them, they're going to show themselves to you.
Yeah, and she brought a friend.
Yeah, she's like, I'm so tired of you telling other people about me, and I'm not even here. So, dang.
But yeah, that was my cousin.
That's wild. Oh my god.
She was a wild one. She also poked my parrot until it died. With a
parrot.
I had a parrot.
I thought she said parents. I was like, huh?
Oh, that would be sad.
Your grandma has a story?
My grandma?
Does your grandma have a story?
No, she does like reading about stories from hell. Do you want to hear about some story she told me when I was little?
Hold on.
My grandma, when I was little, this was not in the house that my dad built. This was before. She loved reading this book. It's kind of like a Bible, but for hell.
Oh my god.
Basically, it was just saying how what kind of things will send you to hell, and also what kind of things the devil does to people when they get to hell.
Is it different depending on what you did to get there?
I don't remember. I was really young.
Mm-hmm.
But some of those stories did stick with me. Some very, very creative torture methods.
Dang, okay.
She was just like, there was one where, the one that I always remember is, the devil will put you in a large pot full of boiling oil, dump you in there, and boil your skin off, and you'll just keep screaming and yelling for your family or for somebody to help you. But you can't die because you're already dead.
Oh my god. So you just feel yourself cooking?
Yeah, you just feel yourself cooking and melting into this boiling pot of oil. And you just gotta watch your skin burn off, but you can't die because you're dead.
So how long does that last?
Forever.
Oh my god.
Aren't you in hell forever? Isn't that what happens?
Yeah, but so you're tortured one way forever for the rest of your life. So why was your grandma telling you these stories?
Oh, she just loved that book, and she said she loved me. So, okay. And I don't doubt it. I loved her too. But she used to wear this really cute dress all the time. It's just a really long maxi dress, and I would sit on her lap so I could have like a little swing on her maxi dress.
Aww.
Yeah, so that was
cute.
my favorite spot to sit on when I was little. And since she was already reading them, she'll read them aloud to me. Mm-hmm. And after she's read them to me, she'll give me money so I can go to the store and buy some candy. So I would come back every time because I get a reward for listening to her talk about hell.
Oh my god.
And that's why I was really chubby when I was a kid. And now.
Dude, wait. So it was never like to tell you like a moral of the story thing. It was just she liked reading and you happened to be there, so she read it to you.
Well, the moral to me was that I get candy.
Okay.
I love candy. I just run to the store and get candy.
Do you think she believed her stories, or did she just like reading about it?
I think she believed them, that if you go to hell, that's what happens.
Wow.
Yeah, there was also things like taking off your nails slowly, and right after they take them off, you see that there's a new one there, so they'll just keep taking off your nails forever. Yeah, there were a bunch of. What else?
Why didn't she? Oh, sorry, continue.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, why didn't she read what happens in heaven, like happy things?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's a good question. I like to think my grandma's in heaven now, and now she's like questioning why did I read that.
Yeah, because like it's not like she needed to prepare herself because she was never gonna go there.
I think she was just in the same way that I like listening to podcasts about serial killers. It probably just interested her.
That's true. I can see that. It's like I'm never gonna experience it, so I'm gonna read about it.
Yeah. Well, I hope. I'm never gonna be a serial killer, hopefully.
Hopefully.
But I'm gonna read about it.
Because the only reason you can't be a serial killer anymore is because...
Shh, that's a secret.
It's okay. I'm not gonna put that in the video. I'm gonna cut it out. Don't worry.
Some of it was also like... They'll stretch your tongue out really well, but it won't come off your mouth.
But it hurts.
But
the entire
yeah.
time.
Well, let me stretch out your tongue and you can tell.
Can you grab it? I don't even think you can.
And then they'll nail it in a bunch of different places.
Oh my god.
And I think there was more after that, but I can't remember. I'm like, I'm having...
Pour a hot sauce on your tongue.
Tapatio.
Oh my god, can you imagine if that was a torture method? They just kept pouring ghost peppers.
Oh my gosh, that sounds painful.
Exactly, a torture method. Okay, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. We had a lot of fun making it and just hanging out together. So I'll see you next time. Bye.
Peace out. Can you tell that this is chicken though?
Yes, hold it up. Like sideways. More that way. What is that? Barbecue chicken.
It's my cuddle buddy at night.
Is it scratch and sniff?
That would be kind of weird.
That would be horrible. I would hate that.
It kind of smells like me and my cat together at the same time. If we were blended into one.
That's another method of torture now.
Smelling like my cat and me?
No, blending you into one being.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be the guard. The guard for hell. Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Ooh.
This cuts off for 3, 2, 1.